Yeah, unfortunately it's a little bit bent. You can kind of see that in the camera when I shine the light on it. It's a little bent on the corner here. Ooh, I don't know if the camera can catch that, but you can see the edge wear already on this card. This one is also damaged, which is crazy. That's wild. So these cards came out damaged. You can see the kind of dent all through the middle of this card here when I shine the light on it. Pokemon needs to get their ish together with quality control.
Yo, what is up guys? Just your average collector here, and today we're going to be opening up the Unova Costco box. This has 6 Black Bolt and 6 White Flare booster packs, and we're going to see what we get. Before we get into the packs, I just want to share a bit about who I am and what you can expect from this channel. First of all, I am far from a big time collector. I don't have a wall of slabs sitting behind me, nor do I have a storage unit full of sealed product in my collection. I'm honestly just an average guy with a regular 9-to-5, a little bit of a disposable income, and a genuine love for collecting as a hobby. I keep things simple. I buy what I like and I open what I enjoy. So why make videos? Well, this channel is a place for me to document my collection journey and the things that I learned along the way that hopefully all of you can benefit from. This includes ripping packs, sharing that experience with you all, and just being honest about what the average collecting experience looks like. Because let's be real, 99% of the time, you're not going to be pulling the chase of the set. So let's just enjoy the journey for what it is. All right, with that out of the way, let's get into it. All right, before I open up any packs, I usually like to just quickly review the set itself and take a look at cards to know kind of what I should anticipate when opening and what I can get really excited for. So starting first with White Flare, the chase card of White Flare are kind of these two cards, Victini and Reshiram, both that are the kind of monochrome colors. You know, I'm not a huge fan of the Victini, to be honest. I feel like it's one of those cards that you either love or you hate. And for me, it just, you know, doesn't really do it for me. The Reshiram, however, absolutely love this card. I think it looks super sick. I think the online pictures don't really do it justice. It's one of those cards that you have to see in person to really appreciate, you know, all the kind of little textures and the way that light bounces off of it. So I would be incredibly stoked, you know, to land this card. The Reshiram SAR, also a super sick card. It's got really beautiful arts, and I have a specific page in my binder that I think this would fit in, so I'd be super stoked to get that. Scrolling down the list, the Keldeo, also super cool. I have a kind of taste for cards that have very vibrant artwork, and a lot of my binders kind of showcase that on various pages. And you know, I think this would fit in really well with that. And then just scrolling down here to the other cards, not a whole ton that really interests me in the White Flare set, but we will skip over to the Black Bolt. Black Bolt and White Flare were both the last sets of the Scarlet Violet era. I personally think they're very, very good sets. Particularly Black Bolt is my favorite of the two. Black Bolt also has the Victini monochrome, but it also has a Zekrom, and the Zekrom is an absolute sick card. Like, I want the Zekrom and the Reshiram side by side so I can display in my collection. I think that would be super sick. Those are two cards that I'm trying to chase and then hopefully get one day. One of the things that I enjoy in collecting is finding cards that match really well together, and I think these would look absolutely sick in my collection. The Seismitoad is another one of my chase cards in this set. It's by one of two of my favorite artists, Shinji Kanda. I know Shinji Kanda is a very popular artist. He made the very popular Magikarp IR from Paldea Evolved, and you know, this Seismitoad is a sick card in its own right. And I do have this card in a PSA 10. So it's all slabbed up. but I am looking for a raw copy that I can put in my Shinji Kanda binder so that it could be complete with the rest of my Shinji Kanda cards. The QREM I've pulled before. The last time that I opened this set, I was super stoked about it. It's obviously an SAR, so very hard to pull. And this QREM I sent in for grading and it got a 10. So I was super stoked about that. It's not really one of my favorite cards, and it's not really a card that I enjoy that much. So I think at some point it'll be a card that I let go and trade in for something else that I want as part of my collection. Outside of those, I really like the Among Us card as well. I have not pulled this one, and I'm also not wanting to really shell out the $30 or so to pay for this outright as a single. It's a cool card, but I'd be okay if I didn't pull it. I do have a special spot in my binder that I think this would really fit in, and I think it'd be really cool to get it. Outside of that, this set has a ton of IRs, so I wouldn't be surprised to hit an IR in the 12 packs that we have today. And a lot of these cards are super cute, and I think if I don't want them, I'm sure my wife would want to keep some of these cute cards in her collection, in her binder. With that said, let's rip open some packs.
All right, so let's see what we got here. So just a disclaimer before we get started, I did open up the Unova Heavy Hitters box off camera, mostly because it wouldn't fit into my frame. I mean, the box is massive. You saw the video earlier, and because it wouldn't fit into the frame, I unboxed it off camera. So I have laid out here everything that you would get in that box. We have the Zekrom and Reshiram EX stamped promos. We have the Victini holo, and then you have a Zoroark White Flare stamped holo as well. And then it also comes with this QREM EX jumbo card. Jumbo cards are pretty cool. I have a stack of them. I keep one on display, but these promos, as cool as they are not what we're after today. Today, what we're going to be after is the actual packs themselves to see what hits we get. So I'm going to go ahead and put these to the sides. Within the Unova Heavy Hitters box, you get 6 Black Bolt packs and 6 White Flare packs. And we're going to open these and let's see what we get. So I'm going to start first with White Flare. And we took a look at some of the possible hits that you could get. From this set. And first pack, let's go. So we've got the code card. We'll do the pack trick here. Starting off with a basic energy. We got a Boldore, Pignite, Duat, Swadloon, Durant, Energy Retrieval, Sock, a Trubbish. Oh, this is a Master Ball holo. Very cool. I'm gonna go ahead and put that one aside. I would consider Master Balls a hit for sure. And a reverse holo Chandelier. And what do we got under here? Regular holo. Cool looking card, but again, not what we're after. So I'm gonna put the holos to the side. All right, next pack. So for White Flare, what I'm personally looking for are basically any of the Reshirams. Alright. Basic Energy, Panseer, Oshawott, Patrat, Zuelis, Stoutland, Ferrothorn, Sharon. Alright, and here we got a Pokeball holo, so you can see the Pokeball pattern on the card. And put that one to the side. We have a regular reverse holo, And then underneath we have, nice, a Boflant EX. This is our first EX card. You know, a lot of these Pokemon are fairly new to me. You know, back in my day, we had just the first really like 3 gen of Pokemon when I really got into things. And when I first started collecting Pokemon was when base set came out. And that was a long time ago. I was, you know, in elementary school. I don't know anything about collecting outside of, if I see a card and I liked it, I put it in a binder. And that's kind of how I approach things now. So funny how life comes full circle like that. All right, next pack. We got basic energy, Zorua, Herdier, Vanillite, Joltik, cool art by the way, Watchdog, a Simisear, Ferrothorn, Basculin, okay, another Pokeball Hollow, very cool. I'm gonna put that one to the side. Oh, nice, and we got an IR, a Stunfisk. Honestly, think like, you know, this card's kind of ugly. It's like cute ugly, I guess you could say. Yeah, I might show this one to my wife and see what she thinks and see if she wants to add that to her collection. But we'll put that one to the side with the hits, and then a Zoroark Hollow. So put that with the other hollows. So we're not doing too bad, guys. We got 1 IR, 1 EX, a Master Ball, and some Pokeball reverse hollows. So, you know, out of the 3 packs that we've opened, we've had basically 3 hits. Pretty solid, pretty solid. All right, moving into the next pack here. Basic energy, Zorua, we got Sawaddle, Ferroseed, Tapig, Mienshao, Galvantula, very cool. Energy Retrieval, Scraggy, okay, Scraggy Reverse Hollow. We've got another Reverse Hollow Brazion, and Hollow Chandelier. So that one, kind of a miss for me. Didn't really get any hits. But that's okay. First 3 packs, we hit pretty good. Alright. Next one here. Ooh, something shiny in the back. I did not do that intentionally. This one kind of feels weird though. It's like it's stuck to the other card. Take a look at that once we get there. We got Boldore, Vullaby, Vanillish, Lampent. Oh, and this one was stuck behind another card. This is kind of weird. It's got sort of like an adhesive on it. Sigilif, Leopard, Durant. Oh, nice. We got another Pokeball Hollow Purloin. And then behind that, we've got a Reverse Hollow Harlequin. And these 2 cards are kind of stuck together, which is strange. I'm gonna have to like pry it off. Oh, nice. And we got Trainer card. Very cool. Oh, look at the texture on that. That's super cool. You can see, hopefully the texture come through on the camera here, but this is definitely a hit. I'm just filling the card in case there were any like adhesives or stickiness, because for some reason it was stuck behind that other card. So yeah, unfortunately it's a little bit bent. You can kind of see that in the camera when I shine the light on it. It's a little bent on the corner here, which is super unfortunate, but nonetheless, you know, super happy. I'm sure someone would be happy to include this as part of their binder. So I'll definitely put that away with the hits and move on to the next pack. All right, last White Flare pack. Let's go. And I am struggling with opening this pack right now. Alright guys, last pack. Ooh, we got a hollow energy. I actually really enjoy collecting hollow energies for some reason, so I'm gonna put this one with the hits. You know, it might not be a hit to most people, but I honestly really like the hollow energies, so I'm gonna keep that. Cottony, we got a Plume Fossil, Blitzel, Frillish, Livani, Scrafty, Drudigon. Okay, we got a reverse hollow Swadloon, a reverse hollow Blitzel, and for the last card, we got a regular hollow. So that's it for the white flare. Now let's move on to the Black Bolt set. And I'm stoked about this one because out of the two, Black Bolt is my personal favorite. There are a ton of cards in here that I would really like to have, so stoked about opening this one. Alright, starting off with a basic energy. We got Darukama, we got Petlil, Rufflet, Solosis, Crocodile, Behem. I don't even know how to say that Pokemon's name. It's one of them new ones. We got Fenno, we got Krokorok. Alright, we got Simipour, reverse hollow, and ooh, that is an EX. Very cool. We got a Meliota EX. Really like the shine on these cards. Alright, moving on to the next Black Bolt pack here. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that, but this card in the back here, which is the hit, is already damaged, which is crazy. That's wild. So these cards came out damaged. Well, actually, really just the back one, which is unfortunate because I think that's the hit. Yeah, this one's already bent. So very similar to that previous trainer card that we got that was already kind of folded on the top right. This one is also damaged. Pokemon needs to get their ish together with quality control. Alright, basic energy. Pidove, Pyroblast, Golett, Poniard, Lilligant, Reuniclus, I don't know how to say that. Pheasant. We got a Master Ball. Is this a Master Ball? This is. We got another Master Ball. Axew, very cool. Reverse Hollow Krokorok. We already had one of those. And another EX. Yeah, we got another Meliota EX card. So let me finish opening up these rests, and then I will sleeve up everything together and show you guys all of the hits from the 12 packs that we opened today. Alright, the code card. Let's check to see if this one's damaged. No damage on this one, but on that last Meliota, saw the damage on the back. You can see the kind of dent all through the middle of this card here when I shine the light on it. Super unfortunate. This one, luckily no dents, but definitely got some fraying on the side. So whatever this is, probably not going to be gradable. Just a heads up, things that I noticed. Alright, Energy, Venipede, Emolga, Snivy, Muna, Simisage. Cool art, by the way. I know it's just random bulk, but I enjoy that art. Alright, Time Pole. We got a Snivy, another reverse holo, and a regular holo. So, not doing too hot on the Black Bolt, unfortunately. Which is a shame because I do like more of the cards in the Black Bolt than I do in White Flare. Alright, no damage on the back of this card. Oh, another Holo Energy. Very cool. It's going in the collection. Alright. Drillbur, Poniard, Minchino, Crossel, Ends Plan, Lilligant. We got another Pokeball, a Pokeball Poniard, a reverse holo Darmanitan, and what do we got? What do we got, guys? Regular holo. All right, kind of getting cooked on the Black Bolt packs, not gonna lie. Hopefully this last couple make up for it. It could all be made up with one big chance. All right, guys. Pack trick here. I think I accidentally saw something, but we'll see. We'll see. We got Energy, Rooflet, Temple, Petlo, Timber, Bisharp, Prism Energy, Electric. We got a reverse holo antique cover fossil. We got an Darmanitan IR. And this is actually a sick looking card. I love the art on this. There's a lot going on. I like how it has like the Darumaka in the background. This is a cool card. I may keep this one for my collection for sure. Oh, and we got a double hit. We got an Excadrill EX. So very cool. We got an IR and an EX in the same pack. So somewhat, you know, kind of makes up for the last couple packs not having really any hits. All right, guys. Last pack magic. Let's go. Ooh, the back of this card is definitely frayed. I don't know if the camera can catch that, but you can see the edge wear already on this card, just fresh coming out of the pack. Just super unfortunate if it was a hit and if it was something that I would potentially grade. We got Basic Energy, Fungus, Cubchoo, Tranquil, Timber, Rioniclus, Unpheasant, Prism Energy. We have an Chinchino, Reverse Holo. We've got a Carablast, Reverse Holo. And for the last card, regular holo. Dang. We got cooked on Black Bolt. But you know what? Let me sleeve up the rest of these cards and lay it out so you guys can see, you know, what we got holistically from the Unova boxes here. All right, guys, so here's everything that we got from the 12 packs that we pulled. So we got 4 EX cards, one of them which was a duplicate. We had 4 Pokeball rarity cards. We got 2 Holo Basic Energies. We have our 3 IRs here. So just a little bit of a close-up from the IRs. We had this Stunfisk that we pulled first. Then we got the damaged, unfortunately, Hilda trainer card. Still pretty cool card. And then lastly, for our last IR, we got the Darmanitan, and I actually really like this card. It's definitely going in the collection in a binder, and you know, I'm glad that I at least got one hit that I really wanted to keep out of this. And you know, the rest of the cards are cool. Likely will go to donation, but yeah, also got these 2 Master Ball Hollow cards, so you can actually see the Master Ball Hollow textures in here. Pretty rare, unfortunately not, you know, terribly valuable, especially just given that, you know, Trubbish and Axew are not popular Pokemons. So you know, it's not always about value though, and definitely in this case, you know, what I enjoy is, number one, ripping those packs, and then secondly, you know, finding something that I can add to my collection. And that's really what I open packs for, not necessarily for value. And quite honestly, this is probably what you can expect 90% of the time when you're opening packs. When you're, you know, if you plan to open yours, you can probably expect something similar in terms of results. It's very highly unlikely that you'll be pulling the chase card out of it. It's just, you know, the odds are just so low that it's just not feasible. So hope you guys enjoyed, you know, this video. If you like the content, I will be posting more, especially for cards that I'm really looking to chase, such as the Mega Charizard X EX. I've got a couple booster boxes that I'm going to be opening in the next videos, so stay tuned and thanks for watching.